Hey everyone, what's up? Civic Extraordinaire here, and welcome to episode 6, I believe, of the Gaul Let's Play. We are playing with the Gaul, of course, with the new Barbarians update, and I think our first priority in this episode is to get to the industrial era. But since I have a lot of coastal cities as the Gaul, I know coastal cities don't sync too well since you can't get an adjacent harbor right next to the city for that nice bonus. But, anyhow, I think we're still going to get the shipping port, or the shipyard, so we need that bonus desperately. And I think our science is also doing quite well. We are 136, and we should be the highest. Someone might be a few techs ahead of us. Yeah, it looks like France is 2 techs ahead of us. That's not really anything to cry home about, or write home about. So I think France really is not too big of a competitor. We also kind of decided last episode that this is going to be the extent of our empire. I don't know if I really want to settle this island since there's not too many good strategic resource adjacencies, and I'm kind of sick of settling so many cities. We have like how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cities. That is a lot of cities, relatively speaking, at least for me. But I think we want to go ahead and... I say but, I think we want to go ahead a lot. So I'm gonna try to change up my vocabulary. Anyhow, nevertheless, I guess you could say, as an alternative, I think we want to build some cocoa plantations and continue getting some kind of monopoly on cocoa. How many do we have here? We have about 4, and I think the game gave us an update on the cocoa. Where is it? Let me just, okay, here it is. Yeah, you control monopoly over cocoa, even though we haven't unlocked economics yet. It still has notified us that we have the leading, or we are the leading producer of cocoa, and that's pretty fantastic. Speaking of monopolies, though, let's get a +3 commercial hub down here, because we want that, I think it's the Great Merchant Points, really, not only the gold, but the Great Merchant Points. I'll turn that annoying icon off there. But we just finished an aqueduct, I think, over in Lutetia, so we'll get to that soon. Let's get medieval walls, since we do have the monarchy government, which with this, the Barbarians update or the February patch, is a lot stronger and has some theming towards walls, which gives Tamar, who desperately, one of the worst civs in the game, but she desperately needed something for her walls, because not only are they the latest walls in the game, Renaissance, but they have like very little bonuses towards them. I guess they have some increased tourism output during golden ages, but that is so situational, and that's really hard to plan out. Okay. She's mad we raised a few of her cities. Who cares? What's a few burned cities? Come on. Okay, but I do not like that. That is a bit painful. We keep getting all these nasty natural disasters. Okay, let's get a market. And you can get some kind of harbor because you are quite close to the ocean. Let's get it here. And I do not like how... Yeah, I do not like that at all. Anyhow, we'll do a trade deal with him, but I do not like how he's kind of blocked us from accessing this side of the ocean. Kind of have to use his open borders if we want to get across there. Let's send this trade route to... Where's Ottawa? Okay, I think we... Oh, there it is. I completely skipped over it, of course. Let's gain some sources in Russia. Last episode, we did complete the intelligence agency. And... Okay, that didn't actually kill too many people, so I'm fine with that. Let me just check. Yeah, like 1 person. Alright. Let's finish that university.
Impressionnant. Il semble que vos espions soient partout. Mesdames de compagnie seraient ravies de les entretenir pendant la fête.
All right, she likes that we are. I don't think we've actually gotten that animation yet, just because we're pleasing her, I think, diplomatic visibility agenda. So she's happy about that. I think we want to get a +1 harbor here, though. And that will make the coastal tiles much better. Oh no.
I speak for the people of Australia
Oh no.
as their Prime Minister. We seek sympathetic allies in the fight.
Okay. He's my least favorite
Au
AI.
nom du peuple canadien.
And we've also met Canada for whatever reason. He's not as bad. Have we met everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm playing on large though, right? Can I see that anywhere? Okay, for whatever reason, let me just see here. Okay, there's one guy left, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a large map, but I guess someone was taken out. So that's a bit sad. Anyhow, we'll probably find out who was taken out fairly soon. Let's get a university in Duro Corteron, because I don't really want to build anything over the desert, and we have a ton of desert tiles. Okay, delegation, thank you. That aqueduct is looking nice next to the oases, though.
The temple is surrounded by a moat.
Ooh, and we have Angkor Wat.
And access is by a single bridge.
This also has a
Protected
great
by
building
two
animation.
stone tigers so grand and fearsome as to strike terror into the visitor.
And I love the gold on top of it. Wonderful. Just like Egypt's pyramids. Alright, that doesn't look too bad right next to the water either. It'd probably look better if there was some jungle around it, but I mean, we don't really care too much. It's not like anyone is judging us for it. And that will give us +1 pop to each city. And since we have 13 cities, that means 13 more pops. Let me just check this here. Yeah, we have like twice as many people as the next average person. Germany has like less than 1 million. We also have the most land, the most GNP, and the most goods. So we are doing quite well for ourselves. We don't have too many soldiers, but I mean, I've never been too aggressive. Let me just see here. I did not mean to click that. Okay, yeah, we are a bit behind. This is still kind of impressive because I usually don't build any soldiers at all. I usually just stick to 1 soldier per city just to fortify. But let's get a set of medieval walls in Navaricum. Okay, I hate you. You're in like every game. Right, I need to be more aggressive about the leader choices, clearly. Because apparently I need to turn off both leader pools. That's just how the game spawns leaders.
The whole palace complex is built along a central axis, the axis of the world.
We're building a ton
Everything
of wonders.
in the 4 directions suspend from this central point, represented by these palaces.
If you guys don't like me watching the wonder animations, though, I can just skip. I just like to watch them, though. Especially since we're building so many pretty wonders. Okay. We are approaching a dark age rapidly for the industrial era, so I think we want to try to avoid that, though we could go for a heroic age. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, and a double harbor. Nice. Okay, what do we want to do here? I don't know if we have any wonders in Gaul Fort yet. Okay, I don't want to change my government type. I think I want to play around with monarchy just a bit more. But I think I want... I just realized I should have been building a culture. Just a theater square here. Okay, that's my bad. Let me just quickly grow here. Because I was... I don't know why I built a harbor. I should have been checking more. That's too bad. Anyhow, let's get a commercial hub there for +3. And... maybe we can focus on... what do we want? Let me see. I think civil prestige is a good idea. Because we are low on amenities. That is fine. We should also probably send some embassies to the other civs.
What can be labeled?
Okay, mass production. Very nice. Here's my delegation. Alright. Surprised we met so many people this turn. I think we got suzerainty or something. So, okay, you're the last guy. And everyone else hates us. So, except for Gaul and Patria. Okay, I think I'll save this guy for the monopoly. Because we need to keep a great merchant on hand. And then I may just settle a city here for that cocoa. So after this is done, let's go get a settler there, and that'll be our last settler. Then I'll stop spamming, I promise. I promise. We are also saving up a ton of Diplo favor, so we may need to use that just in case we want to get a Diplo favor or a Diplo victory as a backup option, just in case science falls through, which is very possible on higher difficulties like Immortal, on which we are playing with. Let's get a harbor here. Of course, we want to make use of our tiles, and I think we can afford to just put 3 envoys in. What is it? Ooh, Meatla's been stolen from us. Anyway, 3 envoys in. Let me see. Meatla. Okay. In Vilnius to a lesser extent. Okay. Now let's try to. I don't know if. Piotr, you're not too far ahead of us. So I guess we'll build a listening post and kind of wait for you to drop. I guess some kind of theater square. Because what are you guys doing with these great writers? You should be placing down a theater square. This is my problem with the AI. They have like no self-awareness. Should be going for some kind of theater square there. Okay, we don't have any wonders in Samaro. Chichen Itza, that has not been built yet, and that would be a very nice addition. We have a lot of jungle tiles we can work with here. So I really build Chichen Itza, but I think I will, just because we have like 7 jungle tiles to work with, and that's pretty good. Let's get a shipyard in Novio Dunum. Okay, I'll take that embassy. Okay. Let's get a market in Gaul for it. And my turns are starting to take longer, even though I have a better computer. I started to notice that. I think Civ probably needs to start working on their optimization. I haven't seen that in too many patch notes where they specifically gone to features and tried to optimize. I think they've done it in the past with a few updates, but having 1 unit per turn, at least for half of the game, really starts to lag the game out. And prolong some stuff like that. So we've got an interesting meteor shower over here. And I don't think we want to build a harbor there. We could build a theater square. You know what? I think I'll take that. Why not? That's forest. We're not going to get any bonus from Chichen Itza for that. The world will know of my treachery. That's fine.
You have proved a reliable partner.
Okay, we haven't even participated in any emergencies, I don't think. At least since we've met you. So, I don't know why you're saying that, but thank you for the kind words, though they mean nothing. Okay, great engineer. Maybe I'll save this for later. I don't think I'm building any wonders at the moment. It would have been useful a bit earlier. Actually, I am building Chichen Itza, but that's going to be like in 8 turns. So, I might skip this guy, just because you have so much production. Let's get the lighthouse and then the Serapeum. And then you can grab the bank and go for it. Alright, seems we're finally pleasing everyone. Okay, we're building quite a few walls and holy buildings. Just to cap everything off. Alright, I hate you, Gorgo. You're like my least favorite leader. Maybe I'll make a top 3 least favorite leaders civ list if you guys are interested. But Gorgo does not rank too highly for me. Okay, and unfortunately we did not manage to avoid a dark era. Germany has some kind of policy towards that. So, let's see who actually has. Okay, so a lot of people are in a dark age. Gorgo is the only one who's in a heroic age. So no golden ages and a few normal ages. I think we're going to grab Heartbeat of Steam. We're not exploring that much. And we have a knight. I don't know where we got that from. Let's just send you to Adwarka. And this will be our last settler. Okay, let's get a bank. Should be great. And our score is looking quite nice. Okay. Let's also get this for us here. And I don't know if we can culture bomb Russia or what. And we have the, we don't have the biggest city actually. But we have the largest city in our empire, Samaro, congratulations. Okay, and we will be able to culture bomb Russia, which is great. So let's just see this work in action here. You're gonna interrupt us. Okay, okay. It's fine with me. That's a fairly good gold deal. Okay, stop interrupting me, event.
Astronomy compel.
Okay, stop interrupting me. Ooh, and we did manage to culture bomb Russia. We couldn't steal their district, but we did manage to steal like 4 tiles, which is amazing. I like the sight of that. And I like the sight of their lava, too. But man, that came in like the lick of time or whatever, because that was like 1 turn away. So thank you, World Congress. This is like the one time you're useful. Outside of that, you are like super stupid. I don't have any more elaborate words to describe the World Congress, just because it's way too simplistic for me. And I'm not an overly complicated person. I just have a few simple demands, one of those being a better World Congress. Okay. We could settle on the honey, and you know, I think I might consider that and build some kind of canal just for the memes, because we will also be able to work the honey, if I'm not mistaken, because this counts as improved honey. You can see here with the 3 food and 1 production. So that is 3 sources of honey that we have now. It would tell us if we had a monopoly. I don't think we do. But we will be grabbing this culture bomb as the Gaul, and we should be improving this chocolate next turn. University. This is the nice thing about having a ton of gold as the Gaul, because you can just buy tiles and then build a ton of huge cities, since you can buy tiles, build a mine, and then work the best tiles, like this chocolate over here. Though this tile right here is actually pretty nice. Anyhow, enough of my blathering. Let's get a granary and Lugdanon. And Liang, actually, Pingala, let's improve your culture. We have 137 now. That jumped up by like 12 points, if my math is not wrong. Maybe 11. Okay, you go over here, improve this wheat, and I think we'll finish off our last charge with the cocoa. Then we should have like 5 cocoa. Okay, 1 in Cardiff, 1 in Venice. And we found Sinbad. I hope he's not claimed. Okay, he is not actually claimed. We might get Sinbad. Or Sinbad. We'll be friends, of course, Gilgabro. We should probably also be friends with Vietnam. Though, her agenda is notoriously hard to trigger. At least from my experience. I don't think she's complimented us once. I could be wrong. Do we have any good wonders to build here? We don't want to build St. Basil's. We have like 0 tundra tiles. And this is a fairly temperate, even maybe a tropical region. I think we'd go for maybe Patala Palace. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's just get that. We love extra cards or policy slots. Yeah, 22 turns thanks to the Oppidum.
The Great Ball Court is also
And
very
Chichen
impressive.
Itza.
I would like to have seen them play a game, although it sounds like the end was pretty violent. I think it was safer to be a spectator.
Interestingly, the quote for Chichen Itza is like from some, I think like the Civ Fanatics forum or someone, because Isla Deb is out. No one is called Isla Deb. That's like someone's username. So it's kind of funny. It's a cute little Easter egg that they fit that into the game. But I love this jungle here. That is really, really nice. And is that on all jungle across our empire? No, it's not. That would be kind of up. Or overpowered. Is that jungle there, though? That's forest, woods. Okay, let me quickly trade this, though. I don't know. Okay, it does count for plantations, so I don't know if I can swap that. I don't think I can. I can't swap that tile over there, which is unfortunate, though we are getting a pretty big use out of all this culture. We are at 137 now. We were at 120 last turn, so I just want to see how good we are after Chichen Itza. I just need to plot down the Diplo quarter because I've been holding off on it way too long, so let me just plop that down there. And we can just use a spy to protect some of our more vulnerable districts. Let me get a campus here. And I don't know if I can build an oppidum over there. Probably not. No. That's unfortunate. No good oppidum in Bagakum. I love that name. Anyhow. Very immature of me. We'll continue building a ton of harbors. And I'm not too sure if great admirals can build monopolies. I think it's only great merchants. I've kind of been curious about how those function, because I haven't played the monopolies mode too much. And I've just kind of been screwing around and seeing the early game's effect with barbarian clans as of late. But we don't really need the Venetian arsenal. No AI builds that anyway, I don't think. Let's just get a trader in Lisieux. Again, if I have any French speakers in the chat, please let me know. Okay, this is actually a great deal. 22 gold for 30 turns. I'll take that. A wonderful, wonderful trade deal. Though it looks like Russia's going to lose Yaroslavl. I'm really hoping they place something down in St. Petersburg. Maybe I just move my spy because they are not doing anything. Let me just cancel that. You can move somewhere else. Does Tan Long even have anything? They are our ally, so... Uruk looks to be doing quite well. Maybe I place someone there. We haven't discovered any of the other AI's settlements, so maybe I just place it in Uruk. Because Russia is clearly not building any theater squares. They're just sticking around and sending settlers to found stupid cities. So I'm not going to bother too much with them. Alright, our first art museum or archaeological museum. I think we'll go with the archaeological museum just because archaeologists have a lot more potential, at least earlier on. And I'm okay with this for the trade. We have a ton of extra honey. Maybe we declare a friendship war alliance with Wilfred.
The real use of gunpowder is to make all men tall.
Alright, gunpowder.
In diplomacy, there are two.
Okay. Let's just see. Samato Briva is fine. Again, not really paying too much attention to yields. We've already gone off the rails with how insane some of these yields are. Okay. Let's get Sinbad. I've been talking a lot about him, but I haven't actually been using him. So, where is he? There you are. 5 turns, that's pretty good. Thanks for oppidum. Again, they make everything so much easier with the Gaul. Production is such a valuable resource in Civ 6. Now, if this turn finishes, there we go. Maybe we can go over to Samato Briva and see what we have here. Okay, university. And get a shipyard. Alright, Moscow. I wonder if you culture bomb something not as Poland, like just as a regular Civ. I wonder if you can actually capture the city. I haven't experimented with culture bombing as a strategy too much. Just as kind of claiming tiles with the Gaul. And you can't actually, an interesting fact is, I think you guys have seen it, but you can't claim other Civs tiles as with culture bombs as the Gaul. You can do that as Poland, but you can't do it as the Gaul. And that is kind of crappy. But I wonder if I want to build some kind of entertainment district here, like maybe here. And then we can make use of the range for the arena. Just try to have some fun to add some fun to people's lives. Kind of the benefit of that's the benefit of settling Lugdunun so close. Okay. We need a theater square, but I built that stupid harbor. I wasn't paying attention. Let's just get industrial zone logistics, just because. And that'll be a powerful +6. Possibly a +7 if we go ahead and build a mine on that forest tile, the forest hills. I think it's had a few forest fires even, because these yields are not typical for forest hills if you guys have any experience with them. Okay, I don't think that is caused by the city, anyhow. We should probably go about and improve this honey, so I think we'll get another builder in Tirvana or Avaricum. Okay, Sinbad, go ahead and explore. We haven't really charted the seas too much. Send this to Gaul for it. I need that gold. And we can steal a few great works, so I think we'll establish a listening post first. We only have a 37% chance, and quite frankly, I don't want to go ahead and gamble a spy right after we trained it. So let's repair this bank after a flood. And it looks like we also culture bombed Hong Kong.
Il semble que vos espions sont...
Okay, you are thanking us again. Looks like France still hates us, which is to be expected. But we did culture bomb some niter, which is great. So I don't know why the AI built a a farm over it. Maybe they didn't know they were building something over that. Anyhow, get a builder here. I think we only need like one builder. Maybe one more. Okay. You are very undecided on how you like me. Or whether you like me or not. I don't know if all Italian women are that way or what. Anyhow. Snide remarks aside, I think we're going to go ahead and get another builder here, actually. Maybe buy one. And then you can focus on a university. Get a bank here. Man, you have built everything. Get another spy. We kind of probably should start protecting our archaeological sites. Get a university there. You move here next turn. Let's start pumping some more envoys to Venice. And we found Anansi. I usually like to cap my hero buying to around 3, but I've noticed the AI has not bought any heroes at all, which is very concerning. They also did not do that in my last game as Greece, or in the game before that, I believe. So, I don't know what's up with them, but they seem to have a lot of mood swings. So, Hardius, congratulations, thank you. That is some nice rice. Wow. Okay. We'd only want to build Hue, that's like 3 lake tiles, 2 of which I'd only be able to work. So what is up here? Yeah, no good spots for any districts. Wow, talk about useless. Just build some theater square festival crap. You can get a monument. Chop that out, and then you can build a mine on top. And get a Serapeum here. Speaking of religious stuff, I think we need to proselytize a bit more in Bagakum. Though they should be converting fairly quickly. We could convert Tan Long too and make Vietnam a believer of adamant pacifism. Okay, you go auto-explore. She should be able to find some passage through Elysia. Okay, Arawatika on the other hand. I don't know if we want to start building a ton of wonders here. Just in case, let's get Apadana. Could probably go here. And our wonder placement doesn't really matter. We're doing quite well. I guess we are neck and neck with Canada. Canada's doing really well. I just noticed they had quite the science jump. So maybe they slotted the double science for campuses. I think I still need to slot that. I'm not sure if I have that in yet. But we've completed the first circumnavigation. I think that's thanks to Sinbad. Okay, Gorgo is finally complimenting us for something. Probably take a picture of this and hang it on my wall, because she is very hard to blaze. Just like Batriu. We have even more honey, so honey and cocoa. Kind of our jam. Maybe we could make some kind of honeycomb chocolate bar, I don't know. Okay, llamas, cocoa, 5 cocoa. We are lacking on the turtles and the sugar, but we have 5 honey too. So Ambiorix is quite the happy barbarian. Even if some of her cities are a bit bitchy about it. Get industrial zone logistics. I think we build another mine here. I don't know what that was about. I kind of skipped over it. Who cares? Anyhow, build a mine here. More culture bombs is what we need. And I will gladly accept the embassy. Which Catherine should be fairly happy about. Okay. And I'll skip this great admiral and grab a bank in Lutetia. Lutetia's lacking on the production just because they don't have an oppidum. There's not really anything I can do. I've claimed a lot of these tiles, and I don't think investing in Maui at this point in the game is worth it. We found him quite late. So let's send this trade out to Aruarca. But we have finished a spy in Lisiu. So I think I want to send him somewhere, maybe Tanlong. Batru will be livid if she finds out, but we don't have to tell her. Shh. We don't have to tell her anything. Alright, let's get a theater square here. That's forest, and we're not getting any bonus to it from Chichen Itza. So I think the theater square is put to much better use. Alright, get some industrials and logistics. We are waiting for a theater square, so we're trying to grow just a bit more. Okay, we need 13 people. We are so close. Though the harbor isn't a bad investment, we are making use of those tiles there. Maybe we want to get Liang in a little bit. Anyhow, enough of my blabbering. Industrials and logistics it is. And I think we get some kind of campus here. Let's just make use of this desert tile that is doing nothing. And let's get a commercial hub over here. We need those great merchant points. Okay, you can go to rest. Alright, Batrio. Who cares? Right, we are quickly approaching the modern era, though. And look at that. Nice little steam engine. Okay, we are so close to economics. So I think we finish off economics, and then I call today's episode that. Not too exciting, but Vietnam has just founded Mito. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyhow, we'll claim that. Should be fine. Bagakum is looking less like a Bagakum and more like something interesting.
The first time I stepped
and we built Potala
Palace, I felt
it looks very nice next to these jungle tiles.
As if I was stepping onto the rooftop of my being, onto some dimension of consciousness that I'd never visited before.
Very nice. I like that. Okay, an amphitheater, and we've also upgraded to the industrial era buildings. Maybe these are the modern era buildings. Not too certain on that. Industrials and logistics, and we're building a ton of wonders. Good thing Qin Shi Huang is not in this game, because he would absolutely despise us. Anyhow, I'm not seeing that many barbarians, which is unfortunate. Looks like St. John is rebelling. Interesting. Okay, Greece started on their own little island here too, which is kind of weird. This is what's nice about a fractal map, because they have all these weird combinations. Fractal is by far my favorite. Just for the kind of base civs. At least in Germany is still stuck to 2 cities. I don't know why they want to do that when they have a perfectly viable city space here. But I guess I can appreciate the concern for me. Let's slot some interesting Diplo choices. Okay, let's get Machiavellianism. I think I want to do a bit more of an intrigue game just to keep things interesting later on. Okay, and Vietnam has at least settled 6 cities. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they have settled 6. My math is not completely off. Who was this? I think that is Canada there. That red and white. Okay. Let's get some kind of campus. +3 is fine for me. And maybe a harbor. No, we don't have anything for Duro Coteron. I guess we just get another trader. We have a ton anyway, because you're building so many harbors. What were we waiting for again? Not Apadana. I think we were waiting for economics. I'm talking too much. So I guess you can't talk too much for a commentary, so...
My ancestor Darius made
Anyhow,
this
we have Apadana.
but it was burnt down. By the grace of Ahura Mazda, Anahita, and Mithra, I reconstructed this Apadana.
Alright, nice to hear Artaxerxes is building a cute little monument for his grandpa. We're just building a monument because we have the stone. Maybe we like pretty things in our empire. So that's just how it works. Alright, let's get a theater square here. And we can build an art museum to offset the archaeological museum I think we built in Duro Corteron. I'll never pronounce that correctly. Anyhow, let's get ancient walls in Elysia. We have the monarchy government after all. And I think we get a harbor in whatever this tile's called. One more in Venice and then you'll save. Okay. Just for that extra gold. Even though we don't really need it. Okay, you still hate us. You're just giving us grievances against you. Even though they're probably not. There's only like 50 though, so. Oh well. The library. Yeah, I guess we put one more in Venice. We're not going to get it, but. Just to piss Canada off, why not? Okay, Sumeria, you could be settling a lot more cities. I don't know why you and Russia are kind of being weird about it, but. Whatever. Send you to Ratamarcos. Or Novio Dunum for the more extra production. And then I think we should build a listening post. And we'll just wait and get a better chance at stealing a great work once you actually build one. I mean, what you should probably do so. Not because I want to steal it, of course, but just because it'd be better for your culture, Vietnam. Of course, that's what I'm thinking. Their time is kind of lackluster, though. It's only like +2 culture. Okay. Let's get Theater Square Festival again. We really need to start capitalizing on great works. I know the AI has traded me some. I thought they traded me more, but apparently not. Yeah, let's vote for Germany because they still are pissed off at us. Even France has gotten over us, even though we've burned more of their cities. We've burnt like 3 of their cities. But I think I'm going to vote for Great Work Heist. Put like 5 in there. And we still haven't received any prompt for a Diplo victory yet. I guess one thing I'd change about the World Congress too would be add more interesting resolutions. Not like just average of resolutions, but like more emergency types. More, I don't know, like things like the competitions. And just more interesting things where you interact with other civs, like an actual Congress in general. And I don't know. It's just those individual small details which kind of add up to a big gameplay change in perspective. If that makes sense. Shipyard. Of course I'll take an embassy. Not like you're a warmonger or anything. Okay, interesting to see the Oppidum now have streets. Say colonialism, amphitheater, and I'm waiting for economics. One more turn and then you'll call it an episode, so this episode doesn't drag on for too long. We could build Statue of Liberty. Oh, that's tempting. I'm really waiting for the theater square though. 4 more turns. We need 13 pops. Probably upgrade you to a knight. Upgrade you to a crossbowman just so Germany doesn't take us by surprise. Be a musketman. You can be a courser. We're spending all our gold, of course. You can be a musketman. A musketman. Okay, we're actually running out of resources, so we'll save some more. Okay. Now, what do you do? Let me just see Mont Saint-Michel. Okay, I don't want to screw around with murders too much. That would be great for the Kume, but I'm not playing them. So let's just get Industrial Zone Logistics. Okay, you get Medieval Walls. Let's actually finally join a society. We're obviously not going to get Sanguine Pact until like the last turn of the game. And Barbarian Camps are super, super rare. So let's just sign ourselves up with Alza Minerva. We already have a ton of envoys out with Hiowaki Siwani, so that'll synergize well with our base infrastructure. Okay. I don't know why we lost one of our economic policy cards. Anyway, let's try to get... I don't think we have the campus thing slotted yet. Oh, we do. Natural philosophy. Let's get rationalism. We have a ton of pops thanks to... what is it? Angkor Wat. And then let's also get liberalism. Okay. 226 science. Everyone is either telling us off or liking us. Actually, most people are telling us off. Okay. Only like 2 people like us. Batriu and I think Wilfrid Laurier. Okay, we are once again the top dog for science though, so... And now we have economics. Let me just see with the great merchants. Where did we leave them? Unless they were kidnapped. Yeah, we have them right here. So let's go over here, and of course we will found some chocolate. Just what we need in Samato Briva. That housing will be so, so useful. Though I don't know if they're providing housing for their corporation or what. But... okay. Dinasim Cocoa Productions. Okay, I did not want to choose that, but apparently just... I clicked on generate name, and I thought it would give me a new name, but it didn't. So, that's disappointing. Alright, whatever. Okay, game. Anyhow, I think I'll call that an end for today's episode anyhow. But thank you guys for watching so much, and this has been Civic Extraordinaire. If you liked the episode, leave a like, of course, as always, and have fun. Peace.